Have you ever felt like you were in a situation where you felt like you just couldn't get out of it? Or let's say at work, the boss makes you do something that you just literally cannot stand to do. Or, maybe you have a life situation right now where you feel like you're kind of stuck and you just don't know how to handle it. Well, there's a saying out there, it's from Stephen Covey, and I'll probably just totally destroy it, but uh, you are the result of not your circumstances, but the result of your decisions. Okay. And we can look at things at a different perspective if we choose. Now, with that being said, what I'm saying is in Matthew 5, verse 40, and I'll read all the way down. Jesus, when he's speaking um, his Sermon on the Mount, he says, if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. Now, back in those days, what he was talking about with the walking 1 mile but go 2 was the Roman soldiers would force the slaves or lower class people to carry their armor the first mile out when they marched out for battle or whatever they were doing. Jesus is saying, even though there's this circumstance and there's these things going on that maybe you cannot control, you can control your decisions. And with this being said, he's saying like, okay, if they want to take your shirt, give them your coat too, because that flips the whole field back over to where you're the one in control. You've made the decisions. You may not have made the first decision, but you made the rest of the decisions by going that extra mile. Now, and that's another thing. They talk about going the extra mile. That makes you extraordinary. Listen, folks, today, in today's society, all you have to do to be extraordinary is go an extra inch. It's not even an extra mile these days. I mean, you could outstand anyone else just by going that little extra inch. Because the way that society is working, it's, they want immediate gratification. We all fall into that somehow or another. Social media is one of them. Ta-da. But just understand that if you want to be extraordinary and you want to see things in a different perspective, God has planned this out for you. He's given you this picture. Jesus says it right here. You can make your decisions. You can control yourself. All you have to do is decide to do more, and then you're in control. I've learned leadership's the same way. If you want to be a good leader, and let's say you have a boss that you just cannot stand, that's the guy you want to work harder for because it'll be more pleasing, but you decide to make that decision to do that. So keep in mind that whenever you're going through life and whenever you decide to do something, there's always going to be that element of your decision. And you make that decision. No one else does. And if you decide to go that extra mile or extra inch, you're extraordinary. And it doesn't take much these days to be extraordinary. And bonus points, you're already extraordinary. God made you in his image. You're a beautiful person. You're amazing. You're limitless. You're immeasurable. And people don't realize that a lot of times. They don't realize how amazing they can actually be. I mean, Jesus said that you could do greater things than him. Why are we not doing that? And we say that we have faith, but do we have faith? Faith without works is dead, right? Keep your faith, do your work, because that's what God plans for you to do, and make your decisions to Go that extra mile and be extraordinary. If anything, for God, for you, for your family, for your environment. You can change everything if you decide. It's your decision to make. Have a great day. Make the right decisions. Go the extra mile. Love you. God bless you. Bye.